Nuff Clipper Hi friends, Darth Momo here for a delayed reaction. We're going to talk about The Acolyte, if it was canceled, good or bad. Let's talk about it. So The Acolyte was supposedly canceled. This is the word going around from the sources. This isn't official, but I would say it's probably got about at least a 95% chance of being accurate. That yeah, this was canceled. Good news, bad news? Too early to tell. I think it's a bit of both. I think that there's some good news in the fact that it seems like overall, I think that while it's hard to work with the data, Lucasfilm is so sparse with sharing the data. I think the odds are that the viewership was pretty low, or that their odds are high that the viewership was pretty low. Clearly, there was a lot of fans who weren't happy about the Acolyte, some who were extremely unhappy, and some who were just, wasn't for me. And I think overall it shows to be a sign that they were being listened to, and Lucasfilm is looking to course correct in a sense and say, nah, we know that wasn't that popular, we're going to kind of steer away from that. So in that aspect, I think it's a good thing. Bad? Well, I think that there was some people who just didn't like the Acolyte, and I think there were some people who really didn't like the Acolyte and were very extreme in how they expressed those opinions. And I'm a little concerned that by giving in a sense, that it might embolden that section of the fandom, the toxic fans, if you will. I don't, kind of the same way of like with Rose in The Last Jedi, there was people who just, I didn't really care for Rose. And there was people who bullied the actress off of social media, and then Lucasfilm gives into that in a sense with The Rise of Skywalker and just kind of casting her aside. So I don't want this to embolden people to go like, well, hey, we bullied our way and saying Acolyte was bad, let's do that again. What else can we be successful with, I personally, I don't want to say like I'm mad that the show got canceled, but I'm a little bummed that the story didn't get finished. I didn't need 4 more seasons of OSHA, but the dots weren't I can, in my head as a Star Wars fan, kind of try and connect the dots to how we get from here to the Phantom Menace, but it would have been nice to have the story finished to do that for us. It would be cool if they did like a Disney Plus special just to wrap it up, or if they did maybe like a book or a comic if they're really not going to do anything on screen. I would prefer on screen, maybe like a Disney Plus special, or if they did something animated. But it would be cool to kind of wrap that story up, just to finish connecting the dots and tie a little bow on the story itself. So I'm not personally mad that the show itself got canceled, but I'm a little bummed that the story didn't get finished. Like I've said, I thought it was just okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. But I would have liked to have seen at least a second season. I'm personally a little surprised. I would have figured at least a second season. I didn't think it was going to be multiple seasons. But I figured, it sounded like the first few episodes did well viewership-wise. I figured Lucasfilm was going to go ahead and go at least with a second season, just to, especially with the review bombing. But, oh well, I guess they chose not to. Oh well, it is what it is. I hope that the story gets finished someday, whether that's through a book or comic or a special or animation or something. But otherwise, thank you guys for joining in. Darth Momo out, and may the Force be with you. Always. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. Oh, and check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them a delight.